Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Fitness 253 here for another real world meal prep. And this one, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. You know, we've done chicken too many times. We're gonna go pork this time, and not just anything, but a barbecue pork with rice and mixed vegetables. A little bit on the healthy side, nothing fancy, just barbecue pork with a little bit of rice and vegetables with this barbecue sauce. It's maybe a little bit too mature content for some of you, but it's an awesome barbecue sauce I've used before. It's gonna be a dynamite addition to the meal prep vlog right now, which we have is 6 videos. That's definitely a good variety depending on what your taste profile is, but we're gonna wait for the barbecue to heat up. A lot of people ask, what are the heat settings I use? Now it's gonna be really different depending on what type of equipment you're using, maybe your altitude even, because that's what starts to bring into a little bit of the science behind cooking. But right now, my grill is set on high. I'm gonna hit the just the little pork medallions with a little salt and pepper, hit them on that nice high grill, get a good char on them, drop that heat down to medium, and then let them cook through. With that last 5 minutes, you know we're gonna put that barbecue sauce on, that way it doesn't get burnt. But we'll catch you, that's a few more steps ahead of it. Catch you in a minute. So what's good about this rural meal prep is that it's easy, and like I say over and over, almost anyone can do it at any level. And what's easier than mixed vegetables and rice is that both ones just require a microwave. Nothing special. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this with some water. We're gonna heat it through to where it's a nice cooked, because like these are already cooked, you just gotta heat them up. Again, with the rice, we are gonna put 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water, and just like for the other video, we're gonna throw some barbecue sauce into the actual rice and water mixture, make that rice a little bit more tasty than just bland white rice. That's about as easy as it gets. I mean, the pork is the one thing that's gonna take the most out of this to cook, and then it's microwave, and I'm gonna leave a slot open on my meal prep, and it's gonna look weird, but rest assured in another video, it's gonna be explained, because we're gonna do something cool with that video, and look forward to that. You might be wondering, why pork? Now, pork's gonna be good because there's a lot of different cuts you can get. Some of them are gonna be better for bodybuilding. Some of them are gonna be the little bit fattier options like bacon that maybe are just part of those cheat meals. But the good thing is we're using thinly cut pork chops right now, and those are definitely good for bodybuilding. So without any of the fancy sauces, most pork products like I have right here are around 200 calories per serving. That's about 6 grams of fat as well. Now you mix that with 18 grams of carbs and you're thinking it's a little bit on the heavy side. Kind of, not really, because it's got a power pack 20 grams of protein per individual serving. Now that serving size is going to be dependent on like the cut and the thickness of your individual ones. These ones right here happen to measure out to be roughly 21 grams of protein per individual serving, which is awesome because alongside that meal prep, we're also consuming that protein shake an hour and a half after. So we're getting that really heavy saturation, not too much though, of grams of protein per body weight. A lot of these are meal prep, protein shakes, meal prep, protein shakes. So we're getting that steady stream of protein throughout the entire day, which is definitely what you want from my goal at least, which is lean bulking. And I know a lot of people out there are really interested in that lean bulk because they've seen what happens when you dirty bulk, and calories, carbs, and protein breakdown is super important. But that's why I chose pork this week, because it's not quite on the leanest side possible like chicken, but it's definitely power packed with protein and good carbs. All right, so as you can see, the vegetables came out. Again, we just microwaved them, drained them off in a colander, and put them in our lovely meal prep containers. I'll put a link in the description below on these awesome little meal prep things. They're super simple, they're nice and cheap. We got the rice going up here, and for applying the sauce, which we have the pork chops are almost done, we're just gonna use a basting brush and that awesome sauce right on top at the last like 5 minutes here. But then we're gonna hit this, a little bit of salt. For our point in the game, salt's not the enemy, but you really should watch your salt intake if you're worried about water weight and that water retention, but for us, it's not that big a deal. So definitely gonna put some salt on here. Then we're gonna put our lovely pork and rice mixture, and we're gonna leave this spot empty for, like I said, that mystery element in the next video. So that cheeky little fast forward, we are like 90% of the way done, waiting on the pork to come out just a little bit longer, but we got the rice and the vegetables. Obviously you can see the steam coming off that rice. It smells ridiculously good with the addition of that barbecue sauce. The good thing about all of this is you can use anything. I mean, if you're that single kid at home You know, your mom's leftover vegetables that have been in the freezer for like a week, use those. I mean, anything. Like this is a mixture of spinach and a bunch of other little mixed vegetables that I happen to have lying around. And it's like, why go out and buy more when I can use a bunch of this, still get that awesome meal prep out of the way, and maybe you get some brownie points because you cleaned out the freezer a little bit and you're eating your vegetables for once, right? But all this can be adjusted with size of meal prep, your diet, dietary restrictions. All this stuff is super simple. I've been cooking for like 15, 20 minutes now. Easy meal prep out of the way for like 3 or 4 days. Like I said, although there's 6 here, I eat these for breaks as well. So depending on what your needs are, it's super simple, quick, and always delicious. Yo, so just like we said, we added that marinade to last like 5 minutes just to get it nice and cooked over the top, not burnt like if you would apply it in the very beginning. Let's take a look at what we made because it looks ridiculously professional for a complete amateur. That is awesome. And the best part is I got 6 meal preps there. You can buy these little pork medallions or pork chops, however you want to call them, in packs of 6, which is super convenient. And as you can see, that one spot is left empty for that mystery item we're about to make a video on right here. But that concludes this episode of Real World Meal Prep, which was on barbecue pork, mixed vegetables, and rice as always. Super easy, always delicious. I appreciate you guys for taking a look at this video, and as always, take it easy.